Alright, Leyline Lelia Rhinos, a deck that I thought was gone for good. But we're trying it out today, featuring 3 copies of Lelia. Lelia has this neat text on it that says whenever you exile a card, you put a +1/+1 counter on Lelia, and with the new errata of Cascade, both Ardent Plea and Shardless, as you're exiling cards looking for the Rhino, every single card you exile before you hit Rhinos is going to put a +1/+1 counter on Lelia. So Lelia has a lot of synergy in this list. Another new addition to MH3 Rhinos is Flage. Flage being a 3-drop means you're never going to cascade into it, and you can escape it with 2 white sources, 2 red sources, and it looks like this deck is playing pretty much all lands that let you escape Flage minus this breeding pool and this island, which is really nice, and the Boseiju as well. So get to escape Flage in the late game, gives us a little bit more resiliency, and if you have the Leyline of the Guild Pact, even the breeding pool and the island and the Boseiju, it's to let you escape the Flage because every land is every type. To go with our little domain package, we got Leyline Binding and Scion. Fire Ice is kind of a good turn to play to either tap your opponent's land, slow them down a little bit, or kill their threat. You got Force Negation to back up your Rhinos if need be. I guess never mind, can't do that anymore. RIP Violent Outburst. You have Force Negation to stop your opponent's play on their turn, and you can untap in Rhinos. I'm so used to saying Rhinos with Force Negation backup that it's been a habit at this point. As for the mana base, we got the Xander's Lounge, Temple Garden, 1/2 Wombo to get full domain on turn 2. And now we got a Lush Portico to surveil. We got a Thundering Falls to surveil as well. No copies of Lorien revealed in this list either. Lorien has been kind of a staple in Rhino, so a little bit surprised to see no copies of Lorien revealed over like 1 or 2 land drops, but I guess maybe you don't have time to be doing that anymore. For the sideboard, we got 2 copies of Drannith Magistrate, so we can cascade into Drannith Magistrate against Storm and Living End. We have 2 copies of Inevitable Trail against Eldrazi. We can take the Giant Eldrazi and swing at them. If we run up against like the Through the Breach build, we can take their Emrakul and hit them with it. We got 2 copies of Mystical Dispute for the Nadu matchup. And control matchups, we have 2 copies of Subtlety for whatever. 1 Blood Moon, which is ambitious to go with our 2 Magus of the Moon. But if you have Leyline of the Guild Pact, I guess it's pretty fine if you can lock your opponent out of the game completely. 2 copies of Endurance for Graveyard Hate, and 2 Force of Vigors. Let's run it. Plains, Boseiju, Force, can't keep this in. Footfalls, Ardent Plea, Flage, Binding. I guess I keep this and I put back a Binding. So I get Temple Garden on 1, suspend the Footfalls, then tap land on 2 and cast Binding. I think I want to suspend this Footfalls. It's not like totally unreasonable to do early. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know. Pioneer's a tough cookie to balance. It's very unreasonable. Well, then call me Mr. Unreasonable. Because I did it. Yeah, is that RC Pioneer? I actually have no idea what format DC is. Two more sets, I don't think it matters. DC's Pioneer. Gross. Where's the modern one then? If next season's modern, where's the modern RC? Not great. So we're gonna get Xander's Lounge and then Leyline Binding. Hasn't been announced. Might grind modern season if it's like not too much of a travel to get to the RC. I think modern season starts in like August. Is that right? Beginning of August? End of July? They're gonna have 2 RCs. White Orchid Phantom. One East Coast, one West Coast. It might be time then. August 3rd. I don't know if I get Island here with the Flasian hand. I guess I do get Island because then I can cast Ardent Play off of any land. They're both Detroit. Oh, man. I think Fire Ice has seen better days. Not a lot of X1s running around anymore. It's very seldom that you get a 2-for-1. So if I want to fetch basic off of this, I'm not going to be able to Flage. So I think I probably just need to bite the bullet and get a Steam Vents. Go to 7. They trigger Goddess Souls. I'm in so much danger. And there's no basic anyways. No choice. Okay. Well, make Rhinos. If they have a Johnny, I don't think I can beat that. If they don't have a Johnny, maybe we have a chance. Battlefield Forge. Red, white. Wildfire. Okay, get a planes. Opponent said, I hate Eldrazi. I would like to never lose to Eldrazi ever again. Kills a Rhino. Oh, doesn't kill a Rhino. They're going to go fly. Go to 1 here. I gotta kill Amped Raptor with Flage. I'm going back up to 4. I can't beat them having, like, literally anything. I think I'm just attacking with 1 Rhino here. Get my Exalted. Yeah, if you asked me before Modern Horizons 3, is Boros midrange a good deck in Modern? I would have said, yeah, maybe if they unban Fury. But now it's just so much better without Fury. I think the only viable red-white midrange deck was like that Obosh deck that was floating around for a little bit. That just kills me. Then I don't have to cast anything off of it. I can just give whatever flying and then fly over and smack me. I get schmacked. I don't think I want any of these. Maybe Subtlety's fine. 2 copies of Subtlety, take out the Force Negations. Can I replace something else with the other 2 Force Negations? They might have... No, I don't think they're going to be playing Blood Moon if they have all that land destruction already. Maybe I just take Endurance as a reach blocker. Yeah, Endurance for Flage is also kind of nice. Sands, turn 2 Scion, turn 3... Yeah, I don't think I'm suspending Footfalls on 1. I think I'm just going to get a tap land, probably. Play Scion on 2. Laelia on 3. Pray for a Cascader. And then get smushed by Blood Moon. Blood Moon isn't real, it can't hurt me. The Ragster. In 2024? Can't be right. I update the title. I didn't. As long as I don't go Amped Raptor into Galvanic Discharge, this is fine. Or they have Aether Hub Galvanic Discharge that can kill Scion. Guide of Souls. Guide of Souls in the past, so I could attack with Laelia, but they could double block and trade, and that's fine. Oh, it has First Strike, never mind. Forgot to get to First Strike. Forgot Scion still does stuff even when I don't have Leyline. That would've been a good draw. Kind of pop. Hey, Fire and Ice not looking too bad. Kill, kill. Gets 2 blockers out of there. Ugh. Ardent Plea. Now I have to make a moral dilemma. Giant Lelia or the good play? Giant Lelia, the good play. I should just fire. The Giant Lelia, though. Alright, I'm sorry I talked bad about you last game, Fire Ice. You're actually amazing. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. Boo, no content, boo. Don't worry, the content will still happen next turn. Only we had a way of giving this trample. Alright, how large are you, Lilia? It's gonna be the top card is Rhinos. No, wait, I want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Disappointing. Today's the happiest day for you, Violent Outburst. You get to relive the glory days vicariously through me. Oh, you should definitely stop playing Rhinos. Don't get me wrong. However, Lully is here, and she wants to dance. I still think it was really funny that during MH3 spoiler season, I kept getting Lelia, Felia, Flage, and was it Laelia? Or Layla? There's like another one. All these cards sound so similar. I mean, you could cut Rhinos altogether, but then, like, if you don't have the Lelia, you have really no good plan B. Here we are, playing Rhinos. Oh god. I have to make decisions. This is kind of like scamming. Scamming myself. I want to surveil to make sure Ragavan doesn't hit anything impactful. Yeah, I sacrificed the content creature. Trying to think what would be bad for me. Not playing Teferi, so that doesn't matter. I'm just gonna let it hit me. I'll surveil after. Because I kind of want to hit my 3rd land drop here. Subtlety. I guess Leyline Binding would be... No, I can't even cast Leyline Binding. And the Raptor is amped. Yep. Rick. Yep. Despair. Meet your match, Leyline Binding. Man, Aesthetic isn't so good. Just 1 mana, answer anything. With how fast this Boros deck is, you really don't even need more than 1 turn. Or 2 turns. And Gonjo. Yep. I need to put you in the graveyard. Sorry, Laelia. Sorry, content. You're gonna have to wait. Might need to try to win a game of Magic or two today. Yeah, well, that didn't matter. Magic in 2024? Oh, it's so over. Oseju. Well, I'm gonna hope they have no way of producing 2 energy. Otherwise, I will die. Because they could sack the static prison, maintain 1 energy. So I really don't think they even need it anymore. Oh, I remember. Domain Rhinos was insane. Wasn't it Denver, though, not Dallas? I think it was Denver. Edge. Sure. Yeah, it seems like Rhinos got pretty power crept, though. Got slaughtered by a bunch of 1 and 2 drops. The Ragster. My initial impression so far, anyways. Rhinos, very power crept. When the 1-drop removal can kill Scion like that, and kill the ley line and pretty much everything, becomes tough. Tough to want to play Scion. See, our opponent's still playing Lightning Bolt and Ragavan, so we actually have a chance this match. Tomato. Yeah, what is this, last year? Do I flage the Tomato? Or do I just Cascade into Rhinos? I think I just flage the Tomato. I don't know if this thing's even like a threat. I guess we'll find out though. Honestly, it's probably pretty safe to bring back Violent Outburst right now. Which is wild coming out of my mouth, because I wanted that card gone for the longest time. I guess that's true. Living End is still really good. Yeah, we gotta bring back Fury also. They binned Expressive Iteration? That's crazy. You're crazy, opponent. You know that? Remember when people said elves had a chance? That's like every new set. People are like, it's time for elves. Elves are gonna make a comeback. They got 1 new 1/1. Oh, well, that was not close. Mystical Dispute, Endurance. Got 2 new 1/1s. I think we just cut the forces here. Yeah, like even Legacy Elves, they aren't elves anymore. Legacy Elves has devolved into like a black-green mid-range deck. It's really weird. They're playing like very few elves. Also, we don't have Allosaurus Rider, which is arguably the best elf. But at the same time, nothing really exists in Legacy except for Rescaminator. Or the deck was pretty good. Pretty aight. Yeah, cradle control. Crater control. When the deck gets hit by a giant meteor, you have a crater left over. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see some stuff come off the ban list. All it does is waste limited uncommon slots. My precious limited uncommon slots. Laelia. I guess I could leave that on top in case they dash Rogavon again. I deserve this. 4 Wirewoods. I played 1 sealed event, and my pool had 4 discharge, 4 Wumpus in it. But the rest of my red and green cards sucked. Okay, I think I've lost this game. I mean, I have 2 Rhinos coming down, though. So maybe we're fine. I've been getting non-stop surgical all day. 2 Rhinos versus the world. And my Laelia. They might not cast that. No, they should cast it. They should 100% cast it. Save the world. I can't even save myself. How am I supposed to save the world? You're Dane. It's fine. These 2 Rhinos will get there. I actually have like a reasonable amount of just like red cards between the Fire Ice and the Laelia. They might be holding up a counterspell. No. Please. Kinda cost me 4 to Leyline Binding this. Can I cast a Scion? You cost 8? Well... yeah, I think we're getting close to FF territory. I need to draw like exactly Flage and not get bolted here. Draw Flage, don't get bolted. DRC. They said DRC. I can run out Scion with Mystical Dispute backup. Actually, double Mystical Dispute backup. You know I have a handful of Mystical Disputes. You looked at my hand. I might have to double block. No, I can't even double block. No, I have to jump. I gotta jump and then block the DRC. I guess I could double block Laelia and go to 1. They dash the Ragavan also, then I have to make a decision. See what they hit off the top here. Unholy Heat. I give up. I give up. I surrender. Alright, we gotta do our best fetch around Blood Moon. So we gotta get a plains. We don't have a forest. I don't even know if I want the island. Oh man. You know what? I have a survey land in the dream. Vagabond's still pretty playable. This lines up very poorly into discharge. Alright, Lush Portico. Land. I guess I could have kept that on top and just like binding the Vagabond. I think we just need to hit second land here, which we failed to. It's all downhill from here. Hit Fire Ice. And here's the part where I get Blood Moon. No moon yet. DRC Preordain. In Polluted Delta, put one on top, one on bottom. Second DRC. Okay, land, please. It started with an L. Laelia. Taking 8. I have to imagine they have Counterspell up too. Hit another Fire Ice. They fire me for 2 damage. Alright, that's 5 cards off the top that weren't lands. So this one has to be a land. Yeah. But we can consistently win one game. I believe both of these were game 1s. Nope. 1 game 2 here. But in general, I wouldn't say it's great. Why is X-Whale in the O2 bracket? You don't belong here, X-Whale. Bloodghast. Okay, it all makes sense now. Yeah, it's because X-Whale can't play Hammer anymore. And I was debating between playing this 1 p.m. challenge tomorrow on the main account. What is this? Undead Butler when enters battlefield, mill 3 cards? That's just Zombie Tribal. Restore Mono Black Scam and Boros Energy. I think Mono Black Scam is the most competitive out of those, and then probably Boros Energy and then Storm. It's so tough not to get hated out as Storm. Okay, we're doing Nightmare things. Can't be Jessica. Yeah, Hammer has never beaten a single copy of Wrath. Wrath of the Skies is tough. Well, it seems like I need to leave a Blade Line Binding more than anything else here, so I don't die to Warren Soul Trader combo. Remember when everybody got like so down on Hammer when Pest Control got printed, and then Pest Control saw like virtually 0 play, and then Wrath of the Skies got printed immediately after? They really just wanted to make sure Hammer would never see the light of day again. Yeah, so with this trigger on the stack, I'm going to just cast Leyline Binding on it. I think I like Mardu Energy more than Boros. I think having a couple copies of Nightmare in the list, as well as access to Bowmaster, is both very powerful. But Boros is really good too. It's just like semantics at that point. They're playing like 90% the same cards. This. Didn't even stand a chance. I wouldn't typically play Urza Saga in any sort of Reanimator deck, because I think most of the Reanimator decks are pretty pip intensive, but it depends on like what you're playing. Because there's no like generic Reanimator deck in the format right now except for Goryo's, and you definitely can't play Urza Saga in Goryo's. Hey, you get a gifted sub? Got you. Ta-da. Why can't I mute the stream? There you go. Gift sub acquired. Yeah, most Goryo's lists are playing like 1 to 2 frogs. Which kind of baffles me because I think frog's amazing. And kills Warren Soul Trader on site. Oh, that kills it on site, so I guess I'm keeping this on top. Yo, what's up, Modest? Thanks for the raid. Play anything cool, fun, interesting today? Lage is all colors. Lage is the everything titan. I do like Flasian Rhinos. I don't like Laelia very much, but I do like Flage. I think Flage is sweet. Rhinos always having access to more removals really good. Yeah, it feels like getting back a Flage from the graveyard reminds me of hard casting a Lorien and Rhinos. It's just like, card that's pretty good early, pretty good late. Sign me up. They didn't even do anything. Cast Gravecrawler, stack at the tower. I guess it's like +1 mana. Oh, this makes sense. Prowess deck splashing Flage instead of green sideboard cards. Just like mono red prowess. I guess you could play Prismatic Ending. Some of the red-white prowess lists back in the day used to play Pending. I don't know if Pending's any good though. This thing is as large as a Rhino. I kind of just like playing the Scion here. I'm like about to get comboed though. I'd have also played the Ardent Plea. Just made more Rhinos. Could have escaped Flage, but Flage doesn't kill anything. I could kill the Gravecrawler to get it back anyways. Everything just needs a little bit of Flage. Don't worry, I'll also time you out for that if it makes you feel better. But this time, it's gonna be 10 minutes. We did the Laelia thing one game, but our opponent scooped before we got to finish it. So, technically no. Casual 6/6. Because Flage has First Strike and Lifelink and a million other keywords on it. Sending team, and then we're gonna Flage it up. I don't think I care about killing the Stitcher Supplier here. I think putting him to 1 is good, so that way they can't activate the thingy. The thingy that makes a treasure. Warren Soul Trader. Bonk. I'm at 43. I had a few life. So Force Negation is good against Nightmare. So maybe I don't want to board out all the Force Negations. Like I have been every other match. Could see cutting too, because Endurance is really powerful in this matchup. I don't think I want Subtlety or Mystical Dispute or Moon Effects. How about bringing in the Moon? They are a single color deck, so they can probably operate under it pretty easily. One game closer to the Jund 5-0. I think I'm just going to board out 2 forces. I think Moon's probably reserved for like Nadu or something. Hand's reasonable. We'll see if it's fast enough. See, it's like a hand like this, which I'm just not sure is good enough for the current Modern format anymore. Modern Horizons 3, this hand would have been insane. But genuinely don't know if this is fast enough anymore. I could force this. I don't think it's worth forcing it. I took the force. They probably have Nightmare in hand then. Or another Thoughtseize. Took the Shardless Agent. We drew our second Force Negation. 2 of 2. There's the Nightmares. They can get back the Warren Soul Trader by sacking the Citrus Supplier. And then Marionette Apprentice in here. They can go cast Gravecrawler. But yeah, I think I need to force this Nightmare. So that pitches 2 force, which means I think I could just Flage the Warren Soul Trader and then force the Nightmare. If I force the Nightmare, they're on 2 cards. Combat, gotta get in those 2 points. Of course. Yeah, I think this is the better 3-drop in Rhinos than this. If Violent Outburst was still legal, I think this card would be better. But as it stands now, this seems way better. Another Soul Trader. Alright, let's go Lilia. Swing with both, see what it finds. Got me a land, that's not bad. I was going pretty low on life here. So as it stands, they can't kill me with Marionette Apprentice alone. Because they need to have exactly half as much life as me. And they have less than half. Yeah, attack me down to 10, still not good enough. I'm forcing the Nightmare regardless. If I have Thoughtseize into Nightmare, I might be dead. Nah, they don't. Alright, onward to the Jund 3-2. So maybe a couple copies of Dead Gone would be better served in that spot. I think Psychic Frog fits the bill better there, Internet. Because then you can just use Psychic Frog to pump the Murktide instead of Murktide to pump the Lilia. But sometimes Murktide does play like these random 3 red drop card advantage spells. At least they used to. They're playing Fable and Seasoned Pyromancer in the sideboard for a little bit. Post-combat haste creature. Feels bad, man. Is this Living End or Nadu? Yeah, I think Frog slots into Murktide pretty well. However, I'm not sure Murktide slots into the current modern format super well. Looks like it's Nadu. Did I ask my opponent why they're 1-2 playing Nadu? I mean, Yuta had a 70% win rate at the Pro Tour in the modern rounds, but then just did horribly in the limited rounds. Splunking. Excuse me? Splunking? It's actually Amulet Titan, and I've been debated. Put him to exactly 1. Would be Valakut Nadu. Asshole. Grazer. Need that Bone Crusher Giant tech. What a Potashi. Time to activate Ring. Didn't activate the Ring. They don't want to die to Fire Ice. Understandable. Yuta's also just like one of the best blue-black X players to ever do it, so I would say the results are a little skewed anyways. Titan. Yeah. Playing colors that don't cast Flage? That can't be right. I think I missed the letter in the word Lelia. It's like Laelia. Got another A in there. Oh well. Try my best. I haven't played against Amulet Titan in a minute. Even if they have the fountain to gain 2 life, they're still not going to be alive. They're going to be unalive. Either do have the fountain. Blood Moon. Force. Betrayal. Subtle. Flage seems not great in this matchup. Probably cut that one. From a couple of Ardent, please. Roll with that. Never seen the Amulet versus Nadu matchup, but I think Nadu's just faster than them. I know Storm's faster than Amulet for sure. But like the Amulet Nuts is a turn 2 kill. The Nadu Nuts is like still turn 3. I think we ship it. I don't like this hand. I want to keep this hand. I'm going to keep it. Put this on the bottom. Guild Pact, Binding, Subtlety backup. Infinite Dryads is cool. Like, Infinite Dryads is a real threat. I'm surprised more fair decks just aren't playing Nantuko. I guess it's not even a fair deck, but like Yawgmoth can play Nantuko and doesn't. Amulet Titan could be playing Nantuko and doesn't. I just feel like Nantuko's a good card. Maybe it's just too slow. Making copies of Ocelot Pride, because they can go copies of Ocelot Pride get doubled from Ocelot Pride. Bounce land. Showing up in Legacy. Yeah, I'm not super surprised. I think the card's really good. Yep, Dryad. Well, maybe my opponent casts a pact. And then dies to their pact. I guess just so I don't have to go to discard, we're gonna do this. I have quite the hand over here, though. Second Dryad, my only weakness. I've only played one limited event for Modern Horizons 3, and it didn't go well for me. Now, I very rarely play limited. I don't derive much enjoyment from limited. I've always been a constructed player. I fear I am running out of time, chat. I can only subtlety this twice. Come on, something. We did it. Turn 7, second land drop. We're so back. It Titan resolves. They're probably gonna get Saga Valakut. If I get Saga Valakut, I can go Forest, pop that, and Saga. And then, like, binding this, maybe. Could also get Bounce Land and pick up Beseiju. Right. Ortico. Surveil. Third land. I think I'm just gonna keep third land on top. So I can cast other spells. Casting spells is kind of cool. I'm gonna have to binding this Titan, though. Hope they don't bounce land for this Beseiju. I'm gonna wait until they go to combat at least. Splunk. You may Splunk. Draws one card with the Splunk. Oh, we've certainly been operating on, like, minimal lands here. Although I am down to one card, and it's kind of useless. We have managed to stay alive, though. They cast Ring or Summoner's Pact. I do get to force it. Don't Beseiju, I'll die. Terrace Sunder. Alright, gotta force that one. Is Cap Candidate worth reanimating? No. If you're reanimating something, it's gotta be like Archon or Atraxa. If they get a Titan here, and they don't kill me, Ace Land attack me for 6. I need to rip Blood Moon. This is assuming they don't get basic. I guess they can get Beseju. That Beseju take out my Leyline Binding. I think I'm dead. Yeah. I guess not technically. So I can't get any more lands off this Titan. Hold on, I might not be dead. I might be fine. I thought they were gonna give it haste and then get Beseju and pick up. I don't know, they're less legend ruled, they're Beseju, so I think they just didn't realize that they already had a Beseju. Alright, Surveil for Blood Moon time. This grabs Inevitable Betrayal, which can get me my own Titan. I don't think that's good enough, though. Can I Inevitable Betrayal myself? Target opponent. No, you're not good enough. Sorry, Shardless Agent. You never were good enough. Binding can actually keep me alive. Gotta binding this Titan. I'm dead to Bounce Land, though. Not a great place to be. The Binding of the Titans. It's flavorful. Lange. I'm gonna hold on to this. It's another Titan. Alright. Go to game 3. There's the Magus. Right on time. I don't think I can keep this. Double Temple Garden. Nah. Sounds pretty good, though. Go back Lelia. I actually don't even know if Leyline Silence that good against them. I also have a lot of chump blockers for Lelia. Graves is like a great example. Dryad's a pretty decent chump blocker. If Lelia had Trample, that's a different story. If she was green-red and worked with Scion. No, Lelia. I don't want you. We have to go our separate ways. Next turn we get to take a peek with Inevitable Betrayal, see what they're playing. See if anything spicy. I'm probably just gonna get a prime time. Format's actually unironically getting too fast for Rhinos. This format has sped up a lot. Now your sweepers have to be 2 mana. Shout out to Wrath of the Skies. I should have done this pre-combat. I don't think they have anything hasty, though. Alright, what you got? I guess we'll never know. Alright, chat. Prediction time. I guess I could try this. You can take a screenshot, but the sideboard's like pretty bad right now. I started editing the Pro Tour list, and I cut the Ragavans for Ocelot Prides, and then I went up to 4 Bowmasters, and I trimmed a Static Prison and moved it to the sideboard. The sideboard's bad, but the main deck's fine, I think. The sideboard was very much for the Pro Tour. The meta has changed considerably, but I think the main deck's good. I also went up to 3 Flage, 3 Fable. I think this is where you want to be in the main deck. I don't know about the sideboard so much. Sideboard's kind of tough. Uzi Command. One copy of Ripples for the grindy matchups. I think the problem is the grindy matchups like Jeskai, they still just like dome you with Flage so fast that I don't even know if you can pay the 3 life consistently. Grabs another E-Temple. This is going to be one big cozy command. I played the Promised Enda. This Cozy's command. I think I'd rather play Shardless Agent. He just gets eaten by the command. So they can do it for X equals 4. They eat 1 Rhino, that's a lot better for me. They might just be sitting on Dust and then try to Dust on untap, at which point they're going to lose. They have Cookbook into 6 Mana Madness Emrakul, then we are dead. I guess I can force the Cookbook. Then they can follow it up with something else. Kills my Rhino, makes 4 spawns. That's a lot of soul lands you got over there. They have 6, 10 mana, and they can return Emrakul. And they have 3 card types in the graveyard. So at the very least, I could get Promise Ended this turn. Breaker of Creation. Who can say Asti? Hexproof from each color, Annihilator 2. Right. Well then. Little 8-4. Trades with Rhino. Why trade with Rhino? Thing was gonna demolish me next turn. Promised end time? Yep, it's promised end time. Beat! My man. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. How'd Yawgmoth go? I'm gonna surveil something that doesn't kill me. That's probably fine. They can fail to find or fetch shock. What an obscene turn 5. I could have done this on turn 4 also. Which is even crazier to me. Tomorrow, Timmy, I promise. Tomorrow's the day. And Nadu also tomorrow, along with Lantern. I feel like it was better for them to maybe fetch shock, cast Fire Ice, cast Force Negation or something. Also, they didn't top deck Emrakul. They got it off the Ugin's Lab. So they could have just activated Ugin's Lab on turn 4 and done the same thing. I don't like a top deck. An attack with Scion. and Laelia. So taking damage. Why attack with both? You can only Emrakul block one of them. Blocks it with the spawn, of course. Pretty good. I'm sending it. Now they can block the Laelia. I don't know about blocking the Trampler. Might actually win this game. Might clutch victory from the jaws of defeat. Sure. So attack me for 13. I can kill the it that heralds. And then go to 1. I think that's probably what I have to do. Then they also go to 1, but they're not dead. And I'm definitely dead on the crackback. So I need to top deck something. I had a couple of draws here. Top deck. That works. Like I should have won that. Lelia's like, notice me. You hate me. I know you hate me. You're right, I do hate you. Get out of here. Matter Reshaper. Like I fetch Island, but I can't fetch Plains. So I might just have to cast this Ardent Plea before I Blood Moon. Of negation. Yeah, I think I need to cast Ardent Plea. May I take a look? Perhaps. Got Breaker of Creation, Cityscape Leveler, a bunch of Devourers, Fleshraker, Matter Reshaper, Echoes of Eternity ×3. They're on the sauce. What they 8-4? I'm actually not sure if Cityscape Leveler's better or if Breakers of Creation's better. I guess I'll take the Cityscape. This is non-land. Some paper. True. Cavern of Souls. I pop my own blood moon. So that way I can unlock double blue for my force negation. Honestly, I still think Breaker Creation might have been better. I'll take this off of Inevitable Betrayal. Alright. Kill them. Killing them's overrated. I just want to beat them down with the Cityscape Leveler. It John did. I remember what I called the deck. Rhinos, something. Leyline Laelia Rhinos. So, what are our takeaways from Leyline Laelia Rhinos? Despite Laelia being in the name, she felt like one of the worst cards, if not the worst card in the deck. So I think I would definitely just cut her for 1 mana removal. Yeah, she's not great. She wants to be good, but she's not. So I think I would just cut her straight up. Also, there's some... I think you want to be playing a basic forest in here. Maybe. I don't know. Mana base was a little tough, too. Not having basic forest to fetch off a Misty Rainforest is really...
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore!